Right, we're heading out to do something a little bit different than fishing today. Last night we had some decent thunderstorms, some heavy downpours. This morning it's still drizzling. The sea is gigantic. The dams are dirty. So it's been very difficult to catch fish. So I'm going to head off and do a little bit of foraging. And I'm going to forage a very Natal North Coast traditional delicacy. It's called the amakhowe mushroom. The amakhowe mushroom is a mushroom that comes out or sprouts after lightning and thunder in particular, especially when it's been raining. The ground is nice and wet at the moment from the heavy overnight rain, so I'm pretty sure we'll find a few of these amakhowes around. Unfortunately, they do grow in slightly precarious areas. They like old disused sugarcane fields or the fringes of current sugarcane fields between the amakhowe grass that grows along the highways. So fortunately I know a spot where I can get to an area where I often collect these mushrooms, and I wouldn't suggest you stop along the highway and do it. So you got to familiarize yourself with where you can and where you can't. Let's head out. I'll show you guys what to do, what to look for. Sometimes they can be difficult to find, sometimes they can be very easy to find. Alright, there we are on the side of the N2 highway. Perfect opportunity here. This is a old sugarcane field, a couple of current sugarcane fields all around me, actually, both sides of the highway, and lots of this thick kukui grass. But now the mission, now we're going to hunt around this kukui grass, basically look for mushrooms, and they're kind of like, either going to find it with a crown, like a big head, just in there like a mushroom, or you're going to find these like stalks sticking out the ground. But let's go have a look around, see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically we're going to walk around off the beaten track a little bit, and in the kukui grass we're going to find, hopefully, a stash of 1 or 2 mushrooms. They love this mulchy area, nice and wet from last night's rains, and then the thunderstorms and lightning gets them to sprout. And now it's just a case of actually walking and looking in between this grass. What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh yes please, there we have it. There's one amakhowe that's sprouted there. Now we're gonna get our trusty spade. Okay, there we go. One stunning mushroom. Now we got to get down. The stem is, you got to get the stem out the ground because that's where a lot of the flesh is. There we go. That's it. There we go. You can see quite a lot of sand on it. There we go. One amakhowe mushroom. A little bit muddy for my hands, but that's what they look like. That's some amakhowe. Awesome stuff. And in the bag she goes. Alright, let's go get another one. As you can see, there's a bit of a backup on the highway. I'm up in here collecting mushrooms. You got to keep, when you find one, you got to keep looking in the similar or same area. You'll often find another one. And as you can see, I'm on the fringe line of the bush. Behind that windbreak is the sugarcane, and this is the kukui grass that I'm inside of. This becomes quite a skill, and unfortunately you're going to miss some because some of them are just like little protrusions that stick out the ground, so you've got to look very carefully. Sometimes you'll walk straight past them without even noticing them. Oh, what do we have there? There's one sticking its head out. Let's get to it. Okay, you can see they're quite firm. You got to get right down to the other stem. Okay, okay, I don't want to damage the stem. There we go, up the sand. Beautiful. Okay, there's a gorgeous amakhowe mushroom, and that is a Natal delicacy. 2 of those, I'm stoked, very stoked. 2 of those will make a lovely breakfast or snack. 2 huge amakhowe mushrooms. I don't do this often enough, but it doesn't often present this type of weather, and thunderstorms don't often present themselves in the summertime like they have today. And that's those 2 mushrooms are going home now. I'm going to clean them up and cook us a delicious meal. That was a quick mission. I do come here fairly often, and this is one of my most productive spots. Sometimes you can come here and catch or find absolutely nothing. So I was hit a big luck today. Anyways, let's get home and go cook these beauties. Okay, here we have one of the amakhowe mushroom collectors. How's it? How are you? You're finding amakhowe? Wow. Same place, eh? My secret spot. Okay. You can see he's got a couple of bags, and it's not uncommon to see these guys along the highways selling their bags of amakhowe mushrooms. It's actually quite common in summer, especially after thunderstorm, eh? Wow. Awesome. Thank you, Baba. Yeah. Cheers, eh? Good luck. Oh, there we go. One of the locals busy frequenting my little spot too. So they don't know. It's like the fishing spots. When the locals fish somewhere, you know the fish are there. When the local collectors are collecting amakhowes, I might have beaten them to those 2. I did come early for that reason. Okay, let's get out of here. One thing about foraging like this, those mushrooms, there's absolutely nothing. There's no pesticides used in this grass. This is all old, disused sugarcane fields, kukui grass, just a perfect habitat. You'll see where you find the amakhowes, it's generally a sandier soil. It's almost that red sandy soil that we have on the north coast, that the sugarcane fields are built on. And that mulchiness from the kukui grass obviously is a perfect place for these mushrooms to grow. Guys, if you like this video so far, if you want to learn more, whether it's fishing, foraging, hunting, spearfishing, subscribe to our channel. Our subscriber base is growing phenomenally. South Africa, thank you for support. New Zealand, Australia, America, you guys are awesome. Thanks for the support. Get all your mates on this channel. This is a great channel to watch. And we can do what we love. Forage for food, catch some fish, shoot or spear a fish, shoot an animal. As long as we do it sustainably, responsibly, and with no harm to our environment, we're on a good wicket. Guys, I'll see you in my kitchen. There we go. I'm just going to give them a quick rinse down. I'm just going to use the shorter blade in my set. So like I showed you previous occasions, the Havilon knife set, I just put the short blade in place, push a button, clip it in, and I've got a perfect knife for cleaning these mushrooms. And then what I do is I take the mushroom and I actually break the head off. So we've got the top, and then we've got the base. Look at that. And now we just use the knife and we just take it and we slice the skin, basically just removing the skin all the way down, just lightly. You don't have to take too much off. So basically just getting rid of that soil. These mushrooms are really delicious. They're very earthy. Probably one of the tastiest mushrooms you'll ever eat in your life. You can see that bulb that was under the soil. Look, it's perfect. You just take off the earthiness. Helps having a very sharp knife like this. Bit of damage with my spade there. Take that off. Okay, one bit. If they weren't as sandy as they were, I would have actually not even washed them with water. I would have just done this, but they were very sandy, so I didn't want to get sand all throughout them by trying to clean the sand off them, and then you get sand everywhere. So, but ideally you actually don't really want to use water in mushrooms, because the mushroom does soak up a bit of water. Okay, then we just have the head, the top, and that we're just going to split into into small pieces. Obviously that we've just cleaned. I'm not going to need to skin that. Okay, there we have the caps shredded, and now I'm just going to do the stems, and then I'm just going to basically split them, cut them into nice slices. As you can see, 2 mushrooms have created a rather large amount of food, which is quite nice because you can forage these every now and again. You've got a delicious accompaniment to any meal, or you can just eat this. The way I'm going to do it today, you're just going to eat this: mushrooms with cream, garlic, parsley, and some delicious fresh bread dipped in that sauce with the nutty flavor of the mushrooms. Oh, absolutely delicious. And absolutely none of this mushroom is going to waste. The leftovers, the skin that I've peeled off here, is going to go straight into my worm farm, and my worms are going to eat that. Okay, next step, let's cook this baby. So incidentally, if you leave the root on the onion when you chop it, you don't get runny eyes. And ever since I learned that and do it, guess what? I don't get runny eyes. I don't cry every time I cut an onion. So that's a nice finely diced onion. Okay, so here we have just a few ingredients that are going to make this absolutely delicious, barring the olive oil and butter, which I'll put into the pan when the fire's ready. Alright, so here we have some curly leaf parsley chopped. Then we have some rocket, and that's purely for aesthetics, for afterwards, just as for the trimmings on the top. I've got some chopped garlic, and then I've got one red onion finely chopped. I've got my amakhowe mushroom, which you watched me clean earlier, salt, pepper, and I've got some cream. And then all I need is some butter and some olive oil for the skillet once that goes onto the fire. Alright, so basically what we've done here, we've got the fire going, we've got the bush baby flat bottom potjie on the fire, and we're going to get it really, really hot, and we're going to put in quite a big knob of butter, quite a decent amount, and let that melt away. And then we're going to take some olive oil, and just a glug of olive oil in there. Let's get that already up to heat. And then we're going to put those mushrooms in there. And stir them around and get them coated. And then we're going to shift the onion into there, the finely chopped onion, and the garlic. Right, there we go, we've got the mushrooms going now. We're just going to close the lid for a bit, let them sizzle away, get those onions cooked through. Alright, so those are cooked through. Now I'm just going to add some of that cream, or pretty much most of it. I'm going to put in the pepper, and some salt, and give that a little stir. Then we're going to put the lid on again just to let that cook for a little bit. Before the cream separates, don't cook it for too long so it gets completely to a boil. And now we're going to chuck our herbs in there, parsley. And there we have it, as simple as that. We can take it off the heat now and just shut it to keep the heat in there. And stick it in a bowl and have a taste. Alright, there we have it. Amakhowe mushrooms with cream and onions, some salt, and then last but not least the rocket out of my garden. And there you have it. A delicious bowl of amakhowe mushrooms, wild foraged in the sugarcane plantations of the Natal coast. Let's have a taste. So good. Guys, thanks for watching. Head on down below this video, make some comments, get some videos of your own put together, send them to us. Log on to our website, catchcook.com, have a look at our merchandise, shirts, all kinds of awesome things. Yeah, just have some fun, make some videos, send some videos to us. You could win $1,000, whether it's foraging, fishing, spearfishing, whatever, and whatever country you're in. I'm challenging all you guys out there, New Zealand, Australia, America. Guys, get your videos sent to us. It's easy. We send it on a system through our website. You can just log on there, have a look at top right corner, submit, and follow the prompts. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.